originally?
Chicago, Illinois.
All right. How was what was it like growing up there?
Growing up there, I mean, I went to school there. I really didn't grow up there. Like I went to school there till like I was like 14. We was moving back and forth. Like my mama moved to Minnesota. We moved to Minnesota, but then we'll move back, and 2 years later, then move back to Minnesota, then go back to Chicago. So it was just like that. But yeah, I grew up in certain parts, around there. I'm still, active out there. I still go out there and visit family. So, but shit, yeah, Chicago. It's crazy, kind of a little bit. I went to some wild schools. I went to Scott Joplin. That's on the south side. My sister and them went to Calumet. That's down some. Yeah, that's about. I mean, living there was wild. I got into a lot of fights. And, I was active a little bit. People was waiting outside the class for me, but hey, it was kind of rough.
So like inner city?
Yeah, I was on the south side of Chicago. Yeah, like 82nd Paulina. Like that with the 82nd. Paulina, 81st and Woods, like that area. I mean, that's like one of the hardest areas up there. So it's like you got the insane GDs and then the regular GDs across. Like it's just like damn. Like when I was growing up there. Right now, I just went up there for my birthday back. Like I always go back and forth and drive to eat and shit just for the day. I went back there. It's dry, but it's dry due to some new laws, I guess. But I mean, Chicago was kind of rough. It was kind of rough.
Could you go into more detail with that,
dealing with deaths and family and stuff I was in, because everybody Chicago, you start off young, like it ain't you, like you more forced in it. You gonna grow up, if you grow up in that area in Chicago, at the time that's where you from, so you can't go to nobody other side if they say something like, hey, I seen you over there. So I mean, it was rough, man, just dealing with funerals and stuff. That's the only time I used to go back home dealing with funerals. But yeah, Chicago rough, man. It's like how people betray it, but like it is good areas, just don't go in those, areas. But it's popular due to Dirk and rapping, the morals and shit. So, but just don't go, you'll have fun in Chicago. Just don't go to the wrong area in Chicago. Shit, I'll be down when I go downtown. I still go south side. I go out west. I go fuck with some family, do what I do. But yeah, it's dangerous down there, definitely, if you in the wrong part. So just don't go to the wrong part.
Very territorial, like.
Yeah, very, very. Like I lived on Woods, and I walked 2 blocks up. Me and my brother walked 2 blocks up, and you got a different side of a different gang, whatever gang it was. It was like Madville at that time. It was Madville and Smashville, and you had Madville. Madville was like the GDs, regular GDs, and then you had Smashville. I think they was insane or something, but we couldn't cross the street. Like you couldn't cross. Me and my brother ended up crossing one day. Like just going to the store, we just regular, normal, just crossing over. And then some cats out there like, yo, who y'all? You know what I'm saying? They gonna ask you who you is. You in Chicago like that, especially at that time, man, it was wild. So they're like, who y'all is? Like, I'm like, shit. I told my brother was like, get to running. Like, jog. I said, hey, they run up, I'm smacking the shit out of one of them real quick. Like, dude. But, they was active with, pistols and all types of shit back then. So, we didn't know what to expect. But, yeah, like crossing that, like when we crossed, You know, the cats came up to us like, who y'all is, and you know what I'm saying. But we don't gang. Well, I don't gang bang at all. But my family is, you know, GDs and shit like that. And so my brother told me run, and then all of a sudden my sister, cause she looked grown, like at that time, she you know she looked it grown, but she wasn't. She was still a teenager. Went to Calumet, and she walked up, and they thought it was my mama, so they kind of saved us. And then she knew the dude, one of the dudes anyway. So and then they dude backed him off us like you ain't gone. And then they be like y'all good. So we good, we walking, still walking. The dude, the OG nigga disappeared. Like he walked off, and then the cats just got on us again. Like you know what I'm saying? Like oh, so he gone now, let's get him. So yeah, but yeah, we got up out of that jam. Shit, I used to live in Riverdale too, Paysetters projects out there. We had a little clique called 708. We was the 708 boy. That's the area code out there in Chicago. That's like it's hundreds out there. That shit, we used to get it cracking out there too. Like shit, my cousin Tim, the BT, Body Tim, you had Shadiki, Cleo, a lot of niggas that's, from out that area. A lot of them did, but shit be happening, man. But shit, I love it. I love Chicago, man. We lived a little bit of everywhere up there. It's just life.
What did you enjoy in the midst of all that violence and gang banging?
I mean, shit, I enjoyed. I still enjoy life because we adapt to it. I adapted to it. I had no choice. So it wasn't like, I ain't grow up and just get active and just jump off the porch. Like I was born in it. Like this is just how it was. We were used to it. So it really wasn't like it was just something we was used to. We couldn't really. It's just like damn, this was happening. You know what I'm saying? Like yeah, it was love up there though. I miss it. I still go back. I'm finna go back again because I'll be battling this shit. Got some, shit going on out there. Got cousins, family. Every time I go out there, hit Chinatown, all that shit. That should be popping, man.
A lot to do. You said some people close to you are still in GD.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's gangs. It's your family. It's my family. So, yeah, everybody's still active. It's still, everybody older now. So the OGs and everybody involved. But shit, I don't gangbang. Yeah, not me at all. I'm just affiliated because of family. And of course, I represent it. It's my family with it. So, but I don't gangbang at all.
How do you kind of avoid becoming completely like joining Gangster Disciples or any of those gangs?
I mean, I really have no idea. That's a tough. I guess I just wasn't into it. I'm just growing up, and I just wasn't into the gangbanging shit. It's like I was ahead of time. Like I'm not gonna get ran by nobody or look up to somebody. Like I can make my own decisions. So hell no. Like I'm not finna be in that. But yeah, I was just the odd, person out of the family. Like I was the oddball. So I can't say I chose a different route. But like as far as gang banging and all that shit, I didn't let that control me and be out here banging like that. Shit just happens. I had no choice. Again, like shit, I was born in it.
How'd you get into music and?
I got into music in like the 90s. My dad used to play, he used to because he had this entertainment system with the big ass speakers. A lot of people know about it with the, all that extra shit in the chords. So he used to put CDs in, he used to have old school and all that, because I love old school. And he used to lay on the floor and just play it. And play every old school from Isley Brothers, Stylistics, and the old school type shit. Y'all understand it if y'all listen to it. But yeah, and I used to go lay right next to him, and I just used to vibe with him, and I'm hearing sound. So like, damn, I like this. And I used to be in a room and just get to making drums and used to do things. And then I ended up start recording on my little recorders, and with me and my brothers, it'd be me, my brother, my cousin. We all in Chicago, with it. We in Chicago. So all of us, we get to record and calling us Cold Hearted Records, making up our own little thing, just growing up. And shit, I took it serious. Like I say about 14, 15, I took it serious, because I was still doing little music. 14, 15, I took it serious. I was up here at Powderhorn. They had like a studio out there, Minnesota, on the south side, the park. They made a studio and they let me run it because they know I was, with the music. I used to play with this shit called hip hop DJ, and then it's like it's beats already put together, but you put it together. You ain't making the drum, but the drum might already be made, and then you'll have so. But that was like a beat thing back then. So I was running it, and from there on, I got serious, because people start tapping in like, damn, you actually nice, and that's before I started actually making beats. Then shit, I stayed with it, kept going, and now shit, I'm still got a couple Rock Nation points. Shit, I got a lot of people I produced for, and I stay with it. Still do it today. It's a hobby. It's it's a job, but it's more like I still, I just do it. So it comes natural.
You mentioned to me before that you performed at St. Thomas before.
Yeah, this was like, when was it? This was like 2000. I don't know, 2000. 2004, 5, I believe, something like that. Like they got it was some like competition thing going on, or like an open mic. It wasn't a competition, it was like an open mic thing. And me, Zone, Zoe, it was like the whole hood started. Like we had our team, we was like, shit, about 15 deep. And then, we like, oh, to perform, we want to perform. We got here, and then we were like, oh yeah, okay, we got here, like, and what the fuck? Like it's a church, like we see shit, like with Jesus, I was like, oh my God, we finna perform at this church, like shit, but we like, John, I looking at Zone looked at me like, shit, we here already, let's just do it. They might fuck with it, they might not, but they end up fucking with it. Like we all perform, they got, exchange numbers, and they were supposed to, hit us back. I think, in the future when they was gonna plan more things, but I'm not sure if they even had anything else like that. But yeah, it was kind of lit. We used to be young and shit, get drunk a little bit before we come in places. Like we kind of felt uncomfortable at first though. Definitely, like yeah, it was a church. That's how we took it. We see how it is. But yeah, it was fun.
You how do you approach like writing your songs and producing beats? Like is it personal usually, or?
I mean, it's personal, like because the way I make beats is I just get on it. I probably hear something, like I can be riding in my car and hear a sound, like, or hear a song that's on the radio, and I'll be like, damn, I like that. It can be an old school song or something from it. I'll be like, I want to sample this. But then when it comes to write, I'll make the beat. Like that's the easy part. But then when I'm in writing mode, it's not. I'm really not writing. Like I'll be making a beat, and then shit'll come in as I'm making the beat. But it'll be life, like my life. Like I tell a lot of stories, like that's true. You know what I'm saying? Like this shit I go through growing up. So it's an easy process because all I'm doing is telling the truth. And I kind of freestyle shit. I just think of something when I'm making a beat, and it just I already have a rhythm. Like I go live a lot and play with beats and songs on live, like on Facebook and stuff. Like people see me, I make a song right there. I make the beat. People like, oh, that shit go, and I make the song right there. So to me it's an easy process. I know a lot of people probably might look at this like, man, it ain't like just listen to my music and follow me. Watch what I do. I can, if you tested me right now, I can make a song in probably 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Just off, if I had all my shit here, make a beat, I can make a beat right here, the song, and it'll be true. You know what I'm saying? It'll be vouchers. If you want to do a background check, do what you do. But shit, it's an easy process to me. It's really, besides like having like beat block. You know what I'm saying? Or if I had writer's block, everybody run into them problems. But I run into it probably for about a week. But it's like, it's an easy process to me. Very easy.
So you mentioned that it's a lot of things that you've been through, your personal experiences with your songs, right?
Yeah.
So are there a lot of themes of from your childhood in Chicago, like violence and loss?
Yeah, you mean, am I telling that story?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's dealing with that story from here from Minnesota to Chicago. It's a lot of stories that I've told, and not like I'm telling about bodies and snitching and making shit up, but I tell a little story, something got some truth to it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it was. Cause I'm trying to, go around, beat around now without trying to make myself a criminal or because I'm trying to do a background check and like, oh, I remember that. They did that shit. They did that shit over there.
If it's long enough, or if it's so far in the past.
No, I mean it's it's just a lot of things I go through, like, and I tell the story about it. Like I can get into a fight or a shootout or anything that happened. I can be dealing with people that don't like me, like some type of beef in the hood or something. And, I tell my little story about it. So, I mean, that's all it is. I'm not trying to, glorify anything. I'm not trying to glorify it at all. It's just me being truthful and telling my story. I like, my story. So, if you listen to my songs, certain songs, like, you can hear the story. Like, you can kind of hear me putting out shit. You can actually make a video. You know what I'm saying? You can, think about my shit. You can vision my, what I'm saying. Like, damn, really? Okay. Yeah, that's. So yeah, it has a lot to do with the way I grew up. Like I grew up rough, like regular life. Like it ain't no different from the next man's story. A lot of people say, "Oh, I grew up rough and the struggle, didn't have it. I had the blah blah blah." Like I didn't, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna say I always was broke. Like my family was good. My grandpa, they was rich. Had money. Shit, people died, then kind of knocked us to the bottom, dealing with problems with my dad and mom and shit like that. So, shit, they had to struggle with 4 kids. So, shit, I had a story to tell. So, shit, I speak on everything. Like, shit, I got shit going on. So, but yeah, it's 99% everything is based on my life. Like 99%. It might be a couple off-brand stories or something made up, but I mean I wouldn't say made up, but it's probably like a different kind of song, and it's not. But yeah, that. My lifestyle was kind of tough. Kinda tough. Night shift, nigga. 88 Caprice. Smoking while I'm bending, 200 on the mileage, but it's still in mint condition. Don't be behind, no wheel, I get the knocking at you. That shadow work?
Yeah, shadow work.
Yeah, shadow work.
Maybe a story from there.
I mean, Okay, on that album, it's a lot of shit on there. It's some truth about, beefing with family and me speaking on, shit like that. It's some shit on there speaking about, shootouts and all types of shit. Uh, I got a story on there where, I ain't, you know, aggressor or nothing. I ain't do shit. But, it's a story on there when I talk about, I was in the hood one day, and one of the homies I grew up with pulled up on me, pulled up on the side. Like when I say we grew up together, we grew up together. We was all, in the hood. I mean, well, I ain't gonna say grew up together. That was up here in Minnesota, North Minneapolis, and the homie, like, he pulled up with somebody else. So he like, that's him. So that's all I hear is that's him. Nigga, like, that's him. Like, bro, what's up? What's up? You know what I'm saying? He's like, that's him. And then his homie like, yeah. So I'm like, okay, what up, bro? And then he just upped on me. He just got the fire and like, I'm like, oh shit. So I just took off. Got to running. I ran through the field. I can see, when I'm running through the field, I can see bullets coming up. Like the grass. Like you can see it hitting the tree, hitting dirt. Because I ran up a hill and they was like down, the car down, but I ran up a hill, but they still firing. I can see it hitting trees. So I made a right, like, 'cause I was in Tangletown. I made a right, like, cutting through right, and I seen them, like, I can see because I'm on the hill, and I seen them hit a U-E to go the same way I went. So as they did that, I turned around, like, oh shit, I didn't have no gun or nothing on me. I couldn't really do anything. So, but yeah, it was just, that was personal because it was a friend. And I trusted him with my life before. You feel what I'm saying? He was one of the homies, like, for real. He was like a brother, like everybody around the hood. You grew up with everybody, everybody fuck with each other. So it was one of them kind of situations. Like, it was crazy. Then I got another situation, about, I don't know, this on the 80s, baby. About, like, guys, like some of the people, like, it's a story on there where, I talk about a situation in Atlanta. People, like, some people left me, like, type shit. So it wasn't, I don't know, man. I wouldn't get too deep with shit, but it should get real.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I'm grown now, man. Like, I'm not, like, I'm active, as far as, like, being outside and, just going places I'm not active, gangster shit. Like, I don't even pay attention to that. You know what I'm saying? It's not my style no more. Like, I'm just in it. It's still in me, of course. Like, I done been in some shit. Some people may call me a hypocrite. If people know me and see the video, say, like, oh, you're a hypocrite ass nigga, man. You lying. Like, what? I don't know, man. Things happen in life, man. People drink and, abuse come in, alcohol, and you don't know what you do. So, but nah, besides that, I'm good, man. I be just trying to live life and handle bills, still producing, still trying to make a living. Nothing too big, just trying to survive.
How would you compare? Because did you grow up? You said you moved in between Minnesota and Chicago, but in Minnesota, were you growing up in the inner cities or?
In Minnesota, I grew up in North Minneapolis.
Oh, okay.
We grew up all through North Minneapolis. Like, shit, me and my family, we known, like, in Minneapolis in general. We know people, not known for, like, I ain't gonna say bad shit. I mean, we're just known people. My brothers, we know everybody. So, but yep, North Minneapolis, it was, Minneapolis was rough as hell. So, from fights to shootouts to everything that we grew up in. Like, I lost family, cousins, and, friends. Man, one year it was like a whole bunch of murders, shit, in Minneapolis. Like, and every murder was like a relative or a friend or, it's just like, damn, type of shit we had to deal with growing up. So that's why I released therapy by doing music. I do my music and you know, it makes me feel a little better. At least I can tell my story. Like even if somebody hear my music, you ain't gotta like it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'ma like it because I know it's true. You know, I feel me. I get in the car and bang me. Like okay, I know that's real. You know what I'm saying? So I don't do it for validation. You know what I'm saying? I mainly do it to keep me safe and keep me out of, you know, people face. You know what I'm saying? Because I have a temper still, so it's just like, you know, music keep me out of bullshit. So shit, I man, I can say a lot, but I almost spoke to it.
I mean, please do. I mean, you're completely welcome to.
Man,
share.
some shit get personal. Yeah, man, that was just crazy, man. Shit, it was crazy here, man. Rage, all types of shit. All types of shit. I don't know. I can't speak nothing else.
On par with Chicago?
Huh?
On par with Chicago, you're saying? Like, is it, or like more violent, or is it?
Wait, what's more violent?
Minneapolis.
No, I mean, Minneapolis is a little Chicago. You know what I'm saying? It's similar, but a lot of people move here, you know, from Chicago. It's a lot of people, you know, when we move, like, it's more people that I grew up with down in Chicago, went to school with, that's down here too. Like, oh, bro, you back there? Okay. Shit, I'm finna drive back, you know, because I be driving back just to, like, literally, I just drive, like today, I might plan to go to Chicago and get something to eat. I just jump in the car and drive to Chicago. It's only 5 hours. Well, 6, but I drive fast. So, and I go get something to eat, visit family and shit. But yeah, it was rough, man. Definitely rough here.
So it seems like you're moving back and forth, and each like location is just filled with violence.
I mean, I ain't gonna say that. I mean, yeah. I mean, it was filled with good shit too. It's not all Biden. Like my life was terrible. Like you know what I'm saying? Like hell no, I had good times out of state going. You know what I'm saying? Granny taking us to the Wisconsin Dells and shit. Like you know, typical shit. But it was rough. You know, being poor. You know what I'm saying? Being homeless. Like you know, my mom couldn't provide all the time. My mom and dad, you know, it's 4 kids. When we was younger, yeah, we was cool. But then when we got older, you know, we getting older. So shoes cost more. Clothes cost more. So it became a struggle. You know what I'm saying? I used to wear the same outfit to school every day. Every like the same 5 outfits every week. Like, it's like, what the fuck? But yeah, shit, we ain't have it all, you know, all the time. So shit, we had to get up and get it. So we got it out the mud. Is that what y'all call it? You young cats, you YNs to say out the mud. Nah, but shit, we got it how we got it. And shit, even, I work, had jobs, I do whatever it takes to, get $1, stack it, flip it, do what you gotta do. So it's way worse than Chicago. Like Chicago way bad. Like it's in Chicago, you can't even walk like around there like that. If they see you not from over there, man, they'll do something to you. It's that real. Minneapolis, they just act. A lot of cats act on it. It's still rough, but you still got a big percentage of people who just want to act and just act like they from here, in Chicago, and act like they just want to gang. Like it's not. Yeah, it's safer than Chicago here. But you will still somebody will get you here too. And the person who might get you might be a person from Chicago, but you got you see, 96, 1996, Minneapolis was the capital, I think. They was the capital for 2 years, 96, 97, or 95, 96, one of them. So, it was some rough time. But, Chicago is scary. Like, to live. Like, my granny and them didn't really want us going out there. My granny used to lock us in from the inside. But we'd like take out the garbage and leave and don't come back. We would go run around the hood and shit. Like, you ain't keeping us in this motherfucker. Shit, my dad can only say what we said. Like, shit, hell nah. Cause we was homeless. We was actually like back and forth to my granny's. I had a granny that stayed over there off of Ellis. Down 79th Street, 79th and Ellis in Chicago. And we used to move back and forth. Like while we was in Chicago, like my dad would come get us, we'd go stay with his mom for a minute, and then I'd go stay my mom's mom for like, the family was it. So we was kinda everybody was always kinda split up. So but yeah, it's way rougher here. I mean in Chicago. It ain't I don't know. I don't look at Minnesota. I look at them as tough, some people here that is rough, but it's just a following state. Like everybody just wanna be like, you know what I'm saying? They follow trends. Like the state is a trend. We ain't a trendsetter here, I'm saying we because, I'm part of Minnesota too. But I mean I don't follow the new trends or how that, my music totally different. Well, it ain't totally different, but it's different. Like y'all, I actually talk with substance. If I'm on concept, I do what I do. So I'm gonna stay on concept. But yeah, it was rough here too. So I ain't gonna even lie. But Chicago way rougher. Definitely.
Did you have did you have like neighborhood role models? Like who was really looked up to in these inner cities?
Shit, no. I mean, shit, my dad, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit, that's it. Because, he was doing his thing, he was hustling too, growing up. We watching, you watch your father, you gonna be like your dad. And shit, that's all I really ain't never look up to nobody, man. I couldn't. It's just like, that's how my family was, Even with them, by them being GDs, like, motherfuckers ain't really looking, they following probably rules and certain shit, because they like OGs that really, was right next to Hoover and the type of shit like that. So, but it's like, shit, motherfuckers do what they want to do. Man, it's... I almost said some shit I shouldn't have.
Maybe, I mean, don't name names, of course.
I mean, it is some people I looked up to, you know what I'm saying? But it was for wrong things, and I'm not going to say no names, but I did look up to some people. Like, I mean, my father was a role model, but, it was the other cats that was, putting in work that, I was looking up or looking at thinking it was good. You be growing up, that's what I mean by grew into it. It's just what we seen was good. So I had to get older to realize it ain't good. Like what the fuck I was looking up to. Like shit, them niggas over there doing this and I got to do, whatever shit got to happen. And I started catching charges and stupid shit like that. And it started fucking me up in life. So shit, I had to get smarter and think of a better way. Like shit, nowadays motherfuckers be lost. So, not me. I'm grown now.
What would you say is like, what do you think like contributes to the bad parts of inner city life, like the violence? And
what you mean?
Like, why do you think inner city Chicago is so dangerous? Like, how does it come to that? Do you think it's a lack of role models or?
I mean, truthfully, it's not a lack. I mean, I wouldn't say it's a lack of role models. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, you should know. I mean, a person should have a role model, but when you grow up, you should want to do something you want to do. Like, you shouldn't look at, I don't look at other people and be like, oh, I want to be like them. But if I see you hustling or doing something good or making money, I'm going to be like, damn, I want to build like that. So I'm going to try something to build like that. So, I don't know. It's not, I don't know. It's rough because it's property. They putting us in property. That's a whole property area. Like, just like North Minneapolis, South, St. Paul. Then you got, Chicago, South Side, West Side. Them all black cities. So even outside of Chicago, you got, out west, the suburbs and certain places. Riverdale was a suburb, or it still is basically, but you got to go deeper for it. So, I mean, yeah, but it's property. I mean, they put us in these property areas to make us, and we ain't got no choice. Like, and they give us these felonies and charges with shit, and we ain't got no choice but to hustle, and so that's what the problem is. Like, it's not really like, it's just they're putting us in one spot and only teaching us one thing. That's what the government is doing. You know what I'm saying? And shit, that's just what it is. It ain't our fault. They doing this shit on purpose. They put that shit on TV on purpose. They show us guns, drugs. They promote the bad parts of the city in Chicago. They promote all this shit. They sign or make artists like that for millions and millions so they can keep guiding the youth. So I'm not blaming us for that. I'm not blaming, that's what it is. It's the government, they steady pushing it. And people think drilling and drug dealing and doing all that shit, feds and all that gang, shicey man, they think that's good because the TV is letting them put that on there because they getting money. They're getting views off that, So that shit is not on us. I think it's on how they placing us, where they placing us. Just like in Minneapolis, same thing. They keeping North Minneapolis, people in North Minneapolis. They got all the suburbs with the Caucasian, you know what I'm saying, people. You got. So I don't think it's a real issue on our behalf. It's just the way, the position they put us in, that's all we got to turn to because we can't get a job or we can't do anything. So that's why it's wild. So that's my answer. So I ain't.
Okay, well, yeah. Thanks for coming into.
Yeah.